Welcome back everyone, I am Louise and I'm here in the conservatory at Houghton Lodge Gardens. I'm here with one of the expert gardeners here at Houghton Lodge Gardens, Georgina, and I have a couple of questions for National Gardening Week. Laura asked on Facebook, the wildflower meadow at Houghton Lodge Gardens is beautiful. How do you get these results? The wildflower seeds I use never amount to anything.
Okay, one of the major mistakes people make with wildflowers is that they look after their soil too much. So wildflowers can't stand good soil, and that's why you'll see, poppies at the side of the road and all of that sort of thing. So we basically abuse the soil. We don't fertilise it, we don't feed it, we don't dig in any manure, we do absolutely nothing. So we will rotivate the top. We don't even go too deep really, just to get a tilth on that the seeds can take control of. And then we sow in, I think April the 10th was the day we sowed last year, so we're a little bit late this year, but the weather's not been great. So yeah, we sow in April and then just leave it to do its own thing, but they just don't like good soil. So the worse your soil, the more successful you'll be.
Right, okay. And Claire asked on Facebook, how do you go about pruning, climbing and rambler roses? What's the right time of year to do it, and are they pruned in different ways?
Okay, well you can prune climbing and rambling very similarly. The difference between them is that a rambler will put on a considerable more amount of growth than a climber. But the principle is the same. You want to prune up to the end of March, a sort of winter, spring prune. You don't want to prune too early because that will increase the chance of young, fresh, tender shoots which can then be killed off by frost. And you don't want to prune too late because then you risk losing the spring blooms. The best thing to do with ramblers and climbers is to take out, it's the same rule for any pruning, your dead, diseased and dying wood first, obviously deadhead any seed heads, and then you're looking for strong new growth. So if you have an enormous old stem branch that's come off, you can look through that and see where there's a new young growth and then prune that one in, cutting the rest of the plant off really. You're looking to renovate the plant, so you don't want too much old growth. And some of these that we've done here have had old branches taken right down to the ground and then the new growth grown in. The best piece of advice with climbers and ramblers is to always arch and bend the stem. This produces a sap restriction, forcing the rose to flower more, which is ultimately what you want. So this is Rosa Arthur Bell. This illustrates what I was saying in the previous video. So here we have taken off the old growth at the top to allow this newer, younger shoot to come down, and we've bent it to decrease the sap flow and to increase the flowers. It even had a much larger few stems entirely removed this year, so it can be renovated. So that's ideally what you're looking for. It also produces good winter structure.